What if I told you that the sweet holiday we now associate with flowers, brunches, and heartfelt cards was once fueled by activism, war, and even grief? Mother's Day wasn't always a Hallmark affair. In fact, the story of how it came to be is filled with passion, protest, and a fight for peace. Stay with us until the end to discover the unexpected twists behind this tradition and how its original meaning was almost lost to time. The earliest roots of Mother's Day go back to ancient civilizations. The Greeks and Romans both held festivals to honor mother goddesses, Rhea for the Greeks and Cybele for the Romans. These celebrations were grand affairs, full of offerings and processions. But they weren't about individual mothers. They were spiritual, tied to fertility, the earth, and divine femininity. In early Christianity, a similar custom emerged. Mothering Sunday took place during Lent, typically on the fourth Sunday. Originally, it was a day when Christians returned to their mother church, the main church or cathedral in their area. Over time, the day evolved into one that honored mothers personally, especially in England, where children would often pick wildflowers for their mothers or bring small gifts. The American story of Mother's Day began not with gifts, but with activism. In the aftermath of the Civil War, a woman named Anna Jarvis organized Mother's Day work clubs. These clubs weren't about celebration, they were about healing. Their goal was to improve sanitation, reduce infant mortality, and provide support for wounded soldiers from both sides of the war. Later, in 1872, abolitionist and suffragette Julia Ward Howe, the same woman who wrote the Battle Hymn of the Republic, issued a powerful Mother's Day proclamation. She called on women to unite for peace, proposing an annual Mother's Day for Peace. Though her vision didn't take hold nationally, it planted a seed that would eventually grow. The true force behind today's Mother's Day was Anna Jarvis, the daughter of Anna Jarvis. After her mother passed away in 1905, Anna made it her life's mission to honor her. She believed that mothers were the most underappreciated people in the world and deserved a dedicated day of recognition. In 1908, she organized the first official Mother's Day celebration at a church in Grafton, West Virginia. White carnations, her mother's favorite flower, were handed out to attendees. The event was a success, and Anna began lobbying to make it a national holiday. In 1914, her dream came true. President Woodrow Wilson signed a proclamation designating the second Sunday in May as Mother's Day, a day to honor the sacrifices mothers made for their children. Ironically, Anna Jarvis came to despise the holiday she helped create. She had envisioned a quiet, personal day of reflection, prayer, and handwritten notes. But as the years passed, Mother's Day became big business. Florists, card companies, and department stores all cashed in. Jarvis felt betrayed by this commercialization. She spent the rest of her life fighting against what Mother's Day had become, even filing lawsuits to stop events and boycotting companies she believed were exploiting it. She once said, "A printed card means nothing except that you are too lazy to write to the woman who has done more for you than anyone in the world." Tragically, she died in poverty and obscurity in 1948, having used up her inheritance trying to reclaim the holiday's true meaning. While the United States celebrates Mother's Day in May, other countries have their own versions. In the United Kingdom, Mothering Sunday continues, though now similar to the American version. In many Arab nations, Mother's Day is celebrated on March 21st, the first day of spring. In Thailand, it's observed in August to honor Queen Sirikit. In Ethiopia, families gather after the rainy season for Antrost, a multi-day celebration honoring motherhood with music, food, and dancing. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Dia de las Madres on May 10th is one of the country's most festive holidays, complete with serenades and family feasts. These global traditions highlight one universal truth. No matter where you are in the world, mothers hold a sacred place in our hearts and cultures. Today, it's easy to overlook the origins of Mother's Day in the flurry of brunch reservations and Instagram posts. But at its core, the day was born out of love, loss, and a plea for peace. Anna Jarvis worked to heal a nation. Julia Ward Howe dreamed of a world without war. And Anna Jarvis just wanted people to say thank you to the one who raised them. As you celebrate Mother's Day, whether with flowers, a phone call, or a quiet memory, take a moment to reflect on what the day truly represents: unconditional love, enduring strength, and the power of a mother's legacy. If you learned something new today, or simply felt moved by this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who loves history, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories from the past.